19 years old, and I have never dated. Hello, if you're new here, hi, I'm Lessons with Lauren, and I teach lessons that my inner child would have appreciated to know and to learn from. So now I honor her in that way. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why I've never dated, and we're going to touch on a lot of things like male validation, small town issues, avoidant attachment issues, and a lot of stuff. I'm also going to clean my room at the same time while I'm talking to you. And this video was heavily inspired by Via. She has a lot of videos talking about this, and I just wanted to share my appreciation for her because honestly, I felt always ashamed for this kind of stuff because it seemed so not normal when it's really okay, and it really is normal to not have dated and not have had your first kiss and all that stuff. So I just wanted to thank her for doing that, and yeah, let's get into the video. So first, let's do a little fit check. Okay, so I always trip on it. Oh, like I literally always trip on that stuff. I got this new shirt and I'm just wearing sweatpants because yeah, that's my fit check. I really like this shirt. It's boat neck. It's cool. It's in my color palette, so. And just in case you're interested, my color palette is light summer, according to this girl from Etsy. But I love it, so I'm rolling with it. You already know, bitch. You already know. I got my boogie board with me. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you my experience with like romantic relationships, I guess, because I do have some experience, surprisingly. I know. So, in 7th grade, you know, how old are you in 7th grade? 12 or 13, maybe? I was in the talking stage with this guy, okay? We went on one date. We went to a dance, too. So we slow danced, and we held hands. And you know, we went to a date on the theater, and you know when, like, the guy puts his arm around you? He did that. Most uncomfortable as shit I've ever experienced. I was so uncomfortable. I was like, oh my god, is this movie almost over? Like, fuck. Oh my god. Anyways, he ended things with me because I did not want to kiss him or for him to grab my butt. And I'm glad that I stood my ground on that. Oh my god. Good job, 7th grade, Lauren. Yes. I was talking to this guy in 10th grade, and in 10th grade, I was 15. And I went on this date with this guy. Okay, and it was the most awkwardest shit ever. I fucking hated it. I hated it. Oh my god. And then after that date, like, I was like, you know what? I don't really wanna... You're a great guy, but, like, I don't really want to date. So, bye. No, I was actually really nice about it. But, I realized that I really didn't want to date. Like, fuck that shit. Oh, that is my dating experience. And you know what is really weird is that my friends who have had many, like, dating experiences, more than me anyways, they say, like, Lauren, it's so weird. You've never, like, dated or anything, but you give out the best relationship advice. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, that is, like, my experience, okay? So, not a lot, okay? Like, I held hands when I was 13, I guess. I don't know. Guys never really liked me in school. I guess maybe, I know at least 2 did. Some people thought I was hot, but I usually would just reject them. Yes, I hang my pillows on the clothesline in winter. You know those dudes that just want your Snapchat? Like fuck off. I just would reject them. And I wouldn't get asked out a lot. I never actually got asked out, really. They just would ask for my Snapchat, and I would be like, no, I'm good. Thank you. I was never really, like, the popular pretty one. You know, I was kind of just, especially in high school, I was myself. I think I was known as, like, the spiritual person, or, like, the creative photographer one, because I did photography for my school. So I wasn't really, like, the girl that went to all the parties and that dated and that made out with people. I don't know. I just was not a part of that group. Like, I never went to any high school party. I've never been drunk. I don't smoke anything. Like, I'm so not that. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. Especially where I live. If you don't go to parties and, like, other social events, I guess, like, you don't really meet people and no one really knows you. You know what I mean? So I guess that could be also another reason why I didn't really date in high school. Another good reason why I haven't dated is because I grew up in a household with two very independent and strong women. Like, my mom, she is like, if you think I'm a badass, you gotta meet my mom. I aspire to be as confident and beautiful and amazing as her, honestly. And also my grandmother, so badass females in my family, you know? But my mom, from a very young age, she always made me feel and know my worth. And I know there's people out there who want to just date people just to date people because it's a normal thing to do, and if you don't do the normal thing, then you're kind of an outcast and you're weird and you're blah. Like, and people thought I was a lesbian because I didn't date in high school. Some people thought I was a lesbian, which I'm not. But because I didn't date, because it was so weird. It's like, what? You've never kissed anyone? You've never dated anyone? Like, what? Another reason why I've never dated is just because in 10th grade, I had my spiritual awakening, and that was really cool. And I started to realize how I didn't need a boyfriend, which is such an ingrained thing in society, I feel like, especially for young girls. Like, oh, Prince Charming, oh, there's always like a happy ending and she always gets married. And you know what, if that's your dream, that is absolutely beautiful and you should definitely pursue your dream. But for some women, it's not. And pushing that as young girls, like, oh, you need a boyfriend, you have your Prince Charming. Whenever you go see your great aunt, she always comes up to you, ooh, who's the special boy? Do you have a boyfriend? And even for guys too, oh, do you have a girlfriend? Great Aunt Sue, what's going on? I don't have a boyfriend. Why is that important? Why don't you ask me, Lauren, how's the relationship with yourself going? Lauren, how's your YouTube channel going? Lauren, how do you feel? How's your year been? You know? You know what, Aunt Sue? It's been great. You know, and then a lovely conversation would happen after that. By the way, I don't have an Aunt Sue. That's just a random name I chose. Ever since my spiritual awakening, I realized how it's literally just supposed to be ingrained in you to have a lover and need a relationship, and to have a fulfilling life, you need your soulmate, you need the one, you need to meet the one. Well, let me sit down for a minute. How do you find the exact right person for you? Do you go looking out for them and grabbing the first one you see and settling for less than you want? No. You know what I believe and what I do? I wait. I wait so patiently, and I focus on myself, and I create this deep, loving, spiritual relationship with myself. One where I literally worship myself, and I know my worth, and I want someone to share that and experience me with me. And you can't settle for that kind of love, you know what I mean? So that's what I believe, and that really opened my eyes. And you know what? I don't even care to date people because I don't care. I love spending time with myself. I love being my own friend. Spending time with myself, doing self-care, reading, and going on little dates with myself, buying myself flowers, writing myself poetry, and expressing myself through art and creating these videos, and just delving deep within myself and getting to know myself. It's like you're dating yourself, honestly, and it's just so fulfilling. I just don't need anyone. Okay, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty, okay? I'm not gonna trauma dump you, okay? But I'm just gonna explain what I feel, because I think that it's so important that I express what I went through with you. So just in case you relate, that you can feel understood and seen, because that's what Lessons with Lauren is all about. Because when I went through it in the past, I thought I was crazy and I thought I was alone, and I don't want you to feel that way. So, when I was about maybe 13, maybe in like 7th grade, 8th grade, something really traumatizing happened to me. And it's not what you think. It's kind of hard to explain, but I remember the day that I realized that this world was a little unfair, okay? And I don't want to be sexist. If you are a man, I still love you. I'm not saying that it's like all men or anything. I'm not saying that at all. But I went through a phase where I was incredibly terrified of men. I thought all men were attracted to me and that they all wanted me sexually, essentially, when I was like 13 and stuff. And it was just this paranoia, and I couldn't get out of it. And it was really traumatizing, and it really hurt me. And it turned me into this person with a dark heart. And I hated men for a while after that. And it makes me really sad to say that because I'm such a loving person. But I remember I used to go in the grocery store. If I was wearing leggings, I'd cover my butt with my hands because I was like, I don't want a man staring at my butt. I don't want... And just little things. Just thoughts constantly in my head whenever there was a man around. Oh my god, he's looking at me. Oh my god, he has thoughts about me. And it came to a point where I isolated myself and where I didn't even do the stuff that I used to do. Like, I used to always go somewhere with my family, and I stopped after that because it was just so bad. And I didn't tell anyone because I knew that they wouldn't believe me and that they would think I was crazy. And when they asked me about it and I told them, essentially, that was the reaction. And they didn't really sit and pause, and I don't know. I don't think that they really... I wish they did more. So that kind of really took a toll on my dating life because I am attracted to men. I don't really know my sexuality, but I know for sure that I'm attracted to men, and I hated them back then. So I didn't really want to date them. But then there was a whole other side of it where I still seeked male validation. So there was this contradictory energy inside of me where I hated this gender, but still wanted their validation. So essentially I hated myself for a while. And yeah, I was quite hurtful, and I did say hurtful things about them because I was just really angry with myself and with the world. Because as a woman, it can be really traumatizing and really hard and really dangerous too. So shout out to all the women in the world because you are so strong and so inspiring, and I'm so honored to be a part of the same group as you. But now I'm not all fuck man. No. Now I've really forgiven men, and I think it's because I didn't really have a lot of male people in my life that I was super, super close to. Like, as I said, I lived with my mother and my sister, so I didn't really have a prominent male figure in my life, so I wasn't really used to them. And even still, I'm still a little uncomfortable with men around. I don't really know how to act, but with women, I'm more comfortable because I'm more used to it, you know? But it's something that I'm still working on. And another thing that I have is one thing that the Via YouTuber mentioned that I really related to when she started talking about this is the avoidant attachment style. So I did a little quiz and I actually got it. It's basically that you crave love, like this deep connection, but you avoid it and you run away from it, which is so me. Oh my god. Like, when someone starts liking me, I get really uncomfortable and I don't want them to like me anymore. And I'm like, no, they don't like me. No. And I, like, run away, bitch. Okay? Especially, even if I start liking someone, I'm like, I don't like them. And I, like, force myself not to like them. Oh my god, Lauren. I'm not a perfect human being. Okay? Yeah. And I think why I have this is because I'm scared of being rejected. I think that's a really big, I know that's a really big fear of mine, is getting rejected, because sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough, and that if I show them my true colors and my true self, that they won't like me anymore. So that's why I think I've mentioned this in a video before, but in public events where I'm like not too sure who's there, like I don't really know them, I tend to like put a mask on. Well, not really put a mask on, but I don't show my whole self, you know, because especially living in a small town, if I told people that I was a YouTuber and that I talked about reality shifting and manifesting, they'd be like, you're fucking weird. Not everyone in this town has said that I've told, but it's because I tell the right people, I guess. But yeah, I'm really insecure about rejection and about being judged, and I don't know anyone that would want to date me because of it. Ouch. Fuck. But then on the other hand, I'm confident and I love who I am, and I'm so proud of my YouTube thing going on, and that I'm a reality shifter and stuff. But I don't know if other people would. So then I kind of like don't tell them about it. You know what I mean? And then I just don't date. So then if I don't date people, then I can't get hurt. Yeah. Another reason is because I have very high standards. And bitch, I'm not putting them down. That's not what I'm saying. No. But I have high standards. Okay? I am a hopeless romantic to a T. Okay? I'm telling you, I want flowers at least weekly. Okay? I want roses. I love roses. I want jewelry. I want poetry, art, draw me. I don't care. Write me letters. I don't care. Because I do this shit. I do this shit for myself, and I do it to other people. So I would love for other people to do it to me. And my standards are high because I was always taught that. Like, my badass mom taught me that to never lower my standards, because bitch, why would I settle? You know what I mean? Like, why would I date someone if they're not the perfect person? Like, I'm the perfect person, okay? I'm enough to fulfill myself. And another reason why I have very high standards is, you know, this reality shifter business. And I watch so many animes, and I read books and TV shows and movies about this deep, real love. You know what I mean? And especially tropes where it's like, I think I really like fake dating and friends to lovers, because I need to be fucking comfortable with you if I'm gonna show my true self. Okay, like, I need to be very comfortable. So I think friends to lovers is my life trope. But anyways. How could I not have an Achilles and Patroclus kind of love? Okay, I'm not settling for anything but that. You know what I mean? I watched Howl's Moving Castle. I will not settle for less, bitch. If you don't find me in different lifetimes and timelines and dimensions, why the fuck are you trying to get with me? And especially because of reality shifting. You know, I haven't fully shifted yet. Like, I haven't, like, actually met my comfort characters and my SOs. But bitch, once that happens, my standards are staying up there, you know what I mean? So soulmate, if you're watching this, step it up, bitch. And with all of this being said, I haven't dated because of many things, you know, like the traumas I told you, the awkwardness, and avoidant attachment type and high standards. But you know what? I was trying to manifest something, because sometimes I really, really crave this deep connection that so many people have painted about and wrote about in books and even throughout history. Like, it's such a beautiful thing that no one can really explain. So of course I'm so interested in it. But I've found it in non-romantic ways throughout my entire life. I found it within myself, And I found it with working with Aphrodite, and I found it with my sister, who literally gave me the best birthday gift ever. And it was a video, and she wrote me a poem, and it was just so beautiful. It made me cry. And my mom, and everyone who supports me, and my pen pal, and literally all of you. Like, I'm not even joking. It's just, I've been searching for this love and acceptance and understanding, and I just want to be seen. And I truly realized this really recently, that I do have it. I don't need a significant other to achieve this. I have it already. And I think that's a really, really important lesson to learn, is that you can give yourself everything you want, everything you desire, the love you desire. It can be as deep as Howl's moving castle, or as deep as Achilles' love for Patroclus. It can be as deep as those things. Oh my God. And it's such a fulfilling thing to love yourself. And I just highly, highly, highly recommend it. And once you start doing that and exploring your depths inside, the outside starts to manifest. And then you get your sister writes you a poem, and then your mom tells you how much she loves you and appreciates you, and then you gain followers on social media, and they tell you how helpful you are and how you've helped them get through whatever it is that they're going through, whether life shifting, manifesting, and it's just so fulfilling, and I absolutely love it so much. So yeah, I almost cried there, but we're good. So thank you so much for watching this. If you related to anything I said, I hope that you've learned something, or are at least inspired by something, and know that you are never alone at all. And if you want to talk, you can talk in the comments. And if you're interested, I really recently created a Patreon. So if you want to support me and be more included in the videos that I create, you can join that. And I also have my socials below. I post a lot on my TikTok story. And I also have a Discord group chat where we talk about manifesting, reality shifting, and spirituality. It's really fun, and it is a safe place. I hope that this video helped you, whether you just wanted to listen to me or if you're related to anything. I just really, really want to put emphasis on that you are never, ever alone, because I know how much I wished that someone would have told me that, especially back when I was super paranoid about men around me. And it's a very sensitive subject for me, but I really wanted to spread awareness about it. And hopefully, if anyone, even one person, relates to it, then my heart is happy. And know that it does get better, and that you will learn and heal from it. And if you are a man watching this, I love you all the same. I did not say those things to spread hateful information or any hate. I'm just talking about my feelings and how I feel. And your feelings are always valid. So I love you, man, woman, person, anyone and anything. Okay? I'll just say soul. There you go. Alright, my love. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you forever. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.